brain leak.
Sean, why don't you start us off with a, what's it called? Hold on.
Intro?
No. There's a name for it. It's like an Irish song. Don't tell me. Starts with an R. It's like a ramble or someone asked Cillian Murphy to do it at the Oscars after he won. They said, "Will you do it?" What is it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on.
On Raglan Road of an autumn day, I saw her first and anew. I don't know if it's Raglan Road. What are you talking about? Limerick.
No. Hold on. I'm gonna find this. Now I have to look up the exact Cillian Murphy interview that happened. Hold on.
Is it like is it an Irish word?
I think so. Cillian Murphy post Oscars interview.
He only did like one because he was like, I hate these. And then the person said, give us an old story there, Cillian. He's like, I want to go home.
Where he says something cool, I think. Hold on. Wait. A rebel song?
A rebel song? I don't know any rebel songs. I don't think Raglan Road is a fucking...
Are you going to sing a rebel song, is what the interviewer said. They were like, hi, I'm from Ireland. I'm in a pool top bar celebrating you. Please edit all of that out. This is terrible. Are you going to sing us a rebel song, and how do you feel about winning the thing?
How do you feel about winning the war? I mean, because he was in Irish movie. He was in like a movie called The Wind That Shakes the Barley, and I think that is a rebel song. But I think it's a bit weird to ask him that at the Oscars.
Cillian,
do you want to go back and remember the Troubles in Ireland? Do you want to go back to a time when people were fighting and you were fighting for your independence against the British? Come on, Cillian, go back to the 1916 Rising and tell us how you think of fucking Eamon de Valera.
Brain leak.
Sean, I know everything about you. I know your address. I know your phone number. I know your social security number. I know your mother's maiden name. I know everything. I know where you poop. I know where you sleep.
How do you know my social security number? I don't even have one of those.
Do you not have one of those?
No, I'm not American.
Oh, I didn't realize that Americans are the only ones that have those. What do you guys have?
Phone numbers.
Oh. How are you going to protect yourself from the wandering eyes of me?
Can I shake this at you?
No, it's not enough. I can get past it. I'm very quick.
Damn it.
Very quick.
Then what do I do?
Well, listen. I'm kind of ruining it for myself here, but I do have a suggestion. You could use Aura.
Oh, Aura. That sounds good.
A-U-R-A.
I've heard that data brokers sell my information to scammers, spammers, and anyone else who wants to target me. My name, email address, home address, health records, my relatives. It's all out there.
It's all out there, and they're selling your information. And that's why, Sean, you need to be using Aura, the sponsor of today's episode. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information, your information, and it automatically submits submits opt-out requests for me. You don't even have to do it. It'll do it for you.
Cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it protects me from hackers who could use this information to help them access my social media accounts, bank accounts, or other sensitive information. I have accounts in places that you don't want to know about. And I don't want them to know about it either.
And they don't have to, because it's so easy to set up. You don't have to download several different apps to get things like antivirus, VPN, password management. None of that. You get everything at one affordable price and at one place. Okay.
It says insert price comparison graphic here.
Whoa,
wow.
Look at the price comparison
graphic.
Sean, if you want to stop data brokers from exposing your personal information, all you got to do is go to aura.com, A-U-R-A. aura.com/brainleak and get a 14-day free trial and see how much of your info is being sold.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to aura.com/brainleak and get a 14-day free trial to see how much of my information is out there. I'm scared. I want to know.
Stop all those pesky little guys getting your information. Stop them selling your information to anyone and everyone who wants it. You have to keep your information secure. No. You don't want any criminals coming to get you.
No!
aura.com/brainleak.
Brain leak.
I saw a funny meme the other day of this person that was playing this mobile takeover game or whatever, where you're you start off with one country and then you try and take over the other countries or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it shows a map of England and then Northern Ireland. Yeah. And it's how do you take over Northern Ireland without taking on all of Britain? And then the caption was I love when people find out about real geopolitics through their mobile games.
Jesus. They're wait, what? That's not so many people. I still get so many people these days who are oh, you guys are from the UK, right? And I'm no, Ireland. Oh, so Britain then. I'm oh, I know it's confusing because Northern Ireland and South of Ireland are technically different and all that kind of stuff. It's one landmass and what's the United Kingdom versus Great Britain? But if you don't know, then don't say. You know, the fucking boys down there. The boys down there fought for their independence. It's called the Republic for a reason. It's when I told people, sure. I used to go to Korea and they were North or South? I'm guys... Come on. You think I could just buy a ticket to North Korea and just go there for a holiday? Oh, man.
So funny. Bice,
come on, lads.
Speaking of the bice and the lads.
From back Ireland's in the day.
Biggest days upon us.
Well, it's over now. When we're recording this episode, it's before the old Paddy's Day, but afterwards, sure, everyone's fucking hungover already.
And it's Paddy with a... Hold on.
Oh, no.
A D.
Yes.
Yes.
Just think about it, that it's not a day to celebrate a fucking special piece of meat that went on a burger that turned into a saint. Saint Paddy. We eat him on this blessed day. Green burgers for everyone.
It does make sense, though. I understand why people's brains go there because it's St. Patrick, and Patrick is with a T.
But it's also Padraig, which has a D in it because it's Irish. It's Gaelic Irish. Ye fucking bastards. I'm a fight for the independence all over again.
We don't know.
Look, I don't know my Irish history that well, and I wouldn't say I'm the best, most proudest Irishman. I think I'm a pretty bad example of it. I mean, I live in England. And I don't know my history that much. I do get patriotic every now and then. I miss Ireland now, but when I lived there, I was I don't appreciate this enough to be here. I don't deserve you. And I left.
If you had to move back to Ireland, where would you move?
Oh, I think I'd go southwest. Or somewhere Galway, that's just west, but I realize people are going to be that's not southwest. He forgot completely. Somewhere along the west coast.
Remember what the country looks like.
I'd live in
with the cliffs.
Yeah, Galway or Kerry or Cork maybe. I think Cork is a pretty big metropolitan area now. Somewhere that just has cool nature, but also big cities as well.
You know who I didn't realize was Irish, and I don't know how I didn't realize this until now? Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was Irish.
He sure is. Sure, don't we look grand? Don't we look lovely?
Okay, top 5 best Irish actors.
Oh, Christ.
I don't even know if I can name 5 Irish actors.
I don't know. I wouldn't put these in any order. Cillian Murphy, obviously. Mm-hmm. Colin Farrell. Mm-hmm. Brendan Gleeson. Mm-hmm. Barry Keoghan is up and coming. I don't know if I'd say best of all time because people are just getting used to him. Daniel Day-Lewis is technically British-Irish. So people, I actually don't know much about Daniel Day-Lewis's heritage. I know he has citizenship in both, but I don't know where I don't know what he would recognize himself as, and I don't want to step on any toes. So if he sees himself as Irish, then Daniel Day-Lewis is definitely at the top, because he is probably one of the greatest actors of all time.
Yeah.
And number 5,
coming in at number 5,
Saoirse Ronan.
reeling it in.
Saoirse Ronan.
Wait. S-I...
Wrong.
S-O...
Wrong.
S-A...
Right.
S-E-S-A...
Uh-huh.
I...
No.
S-A-R...
No.
Doesn't it look like Shorban or something?
Siobhan.
Oh, that's Siobhan that looks like it. Because Siobhan looks really weird, right?
To some people, not to me. It looks perfectly natural. I knew many Siobhans in my town growing up. All great ladies.
Oh, okay. We should get on with what we're doing here today.
Okay, so
the knowledge.
Paddy's Day is upon us. And has passed, but for us it hasn't happened yet. And I wanted to test Ethan's knowledge of St. Patrick's Day because I actually don't know what questions they would ask. I don't know how much there is about St. Patrick that people would know, but I also don't know. Sure, fucking hell. I
should know. It's in my lineage. I'm in 8th Irish, I think is how the math works.
I'm fucking 64%, so what do I know?
Brain leak.
Have you ever had a thirst that you'd like to kill?
Oh, I've had so many thirsts that I'd like to kill, but gosh, normal water is just so boring sometimes, and I want to fit in with the cool kids in the crowd who are drinking their tall boy alcoholic beverages.
Well, you can, because we have something called Liquid Death that comes in tall boy cans, and it looks like it's awesome. It's got cool graphics on it. It makes you fit in. It makes you look like one of the boys.
And the cans are so tall, I've heard.
Yeah, they're like this big. It's so cool. It's
They're like this big.
Whoa, he's got one right there. Mango
Look,
chainsaw.
It's right next to my head. It's like the size of my head. It's so big, it'll murder your thirst. This is the mango flavor. It's very delicious.
I like the lime one. The lime one is my favorite. Or just straight up sparkling water. It makes my mouth go.
Straight up water.
Why is it spicy?
Why is it spicy?
You can get free shipping of Liquid Death's mountain water, flavored sparkling water, and iced tea 8-packs with Amazon Prime, or grab a can or a case at your local 7-Eleven, Target, Walmart, Whole Foods, or on Instacart.
Yes, you can go to liquiddeath.com/brain to check out all their healthy, infinitely recyclable beverages and find your closest retailer.
That's liquiddeath.com/brain.
BRAIN.
Go get it. It's good. It's low calorie. It's got very low sugar. It's a big boy.
Tastes delicious, keeps your thirst quenched.
Whoa.
I'm strong.
How strong he is from the Liquid Death.
Brain leak.
We'll go through, I found one on Ireland.com, which, if you're ever going to do a quiz, is the best place to do it. It might as well be called IrelandQuiz.com. I want to test Ethan's knowledge on it, but I also want to know if I know the answers to these myself, because, again, I kind of feel bad. We got furniture delivered yesterday, and when they're delivering furniture, they like call you to be like, are you home? Because this is heavy. And I answered and they were talking about it. And then he showed up and he was like, Mr. McLaughlin. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, did I pronounce that right? And I said, no, it's McLaughlin. He was like, oh, McLaughlin, where are you from? And I gave him the spiel. And he was like, oh, I thought you were American. And it happens so often now because my accent is so fucked and my knowledge of Ireland is so fucked and I didn't appreciate it enough when I was there, so I'm all fucked and now I feel bad about it. I want to know more about Ireland.
How quick do you think it would happen if you were to go back to Ireland for your accent to come back?
very quick. When I did the show with Game Grumps in Ireland, I showed up and he was like, "Are you the McLaughlin young fella that's on the list?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And then went straight into it. And I started talking about, like, the slang comes back quicker than anything because I'm like, I don't have to explain anything to you. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, I want to see that.
No, you never will. That's your white whale.
It is my white whale.
Your white whale.
Seeing you in your element like that. Oh,
well,
man.
it's also I'm talking
See
to a
that flower
Dubliner,
bloom.
which isn't even like my element. Like they say stuff that I don't, so they showed up. He's like, "How's it going, bud? How you doing? You fucking well? Fair play to you." So I feel like I'm the worst Irishman on earth right now because I see stuff like Cillian Murphy winning, and like I get that pride in me. I have a pride for Ireland, but I always have imposter syndrome with it because I feel like Irish people don't like me anymore because I don't sound Irish. My knowledge of it is really bad, and I feel kind of ashamed that my heritage is kind of fucked at this point.
Hey,
I'm like, I want to be
Irish people in the comments. Give Sean a little pat on the back, huh? In the most Irish way. For those
me
of
in the
you
back of the head.
Don't just look up Irish slang. For those of you who aren't Irish, I want the actual Irish people to give Sean some compliments, but in the most Irish way, with the most Irish slang.
I did hear
and then
that
I'll look through and be like, what the fuck are they talking
people were saying Cillian Murphy spoke Irish on stage, and I was like, oh, cool, did he? So we watched the speech, and then it got to the end of it, and I was like, oh, he's just going to say Gurumila Mahagut, which is like, thank you. And then he did, and I turned to Evelyn and I was like, I got it right. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, that's just like basic shit. I bet you Cillian Murphy can actually speak like legit Irish. And I can't. And I struggle with it a lot because I feel insecure about it now, thinking people don't like me as an Irish person, and I'm nothing else. So, but I think it's just something I'm making up in my head because when I do go back for a tour or something, everyone's always like, fair play to you, and things like that. And I'm like, oh, I thought you guys hated me. Because so many people in the comments are like, oh, he's losing his accent and that kind of sucks. And I'm like, yeah, it does. Because the guy who delivered the furniture was like, how do you lose an accent? He was like, my wife's Scottish and I wouldn't lose my British accent. And I'm like, well, first of all, I'm like, Scotland is part of Britain. So
yeah,
weird for you to say that, fucker. And I punched him in the face and broke his tooth.
But if you're not around Irish people anymore, like we've talked about this before, if I came over to the UK, my fucking mouth would be horrible.
Well, that's us. I don't feel like everybody does it because there's some people like Colin Farrell still sounds like he's Irish. I guess maybe to some people I do. But at the same time, there's lots of people who go other places who still sound where they're from.
Does he live in Ireland still?
I don't know.
Probably not. I don't know.
I'd imagine he has residence in both places, but I did hear that with Cillian Murphy. He was raising his kids and then he realized that they didn't feel Irish enough anymore, and he's a very proud Irishman. So he just moved back to Cork with them. I'm like, that's nice. I don't want to do that, but I like my house here and I like Brighton a lot, but
yeah.
Anyway, so I'm sorry to all the Irish people out there if I'm not Irish enough for you, but I also feel bad about it. Let's get into Test Your Knowledge, Ireland.com. St. Paddy's Day quiz. How do you feel? What do you think you're going to get on this?
I think that I'll get at least a C.
Okay.
So like a 70.
Yeah, I never know what a C is. That's like 65 to 75, isn't it? Something like that.
It kind of depends on the school that you went to because all of them grade them differently. But
well,
let's say it's 70%. I'll say I'll get like 70%.
Okay, you're in the court of public opinion now anyway, so this is your school. What is said to have been St. Patrick's real name? I actually don't know how to pronounce this. Maewyn Suckett, Paddy O'Leary, Patrick Walsh, or Sean Fitzpatrick?
Well, can you do them again?
I think the first one is Welsh. It says Maewyn Suckett, which is probably not how you pronounce that at all. I don't know how Welsh is pronounced. Paddy O'Leary, Patrick Walsh, and Sean Fitzpatrick.
I think it's the second one, O'Leary.
Paddy O'Leary. You want to lock it in? Final answer.
I'm gonna lock in Paddy O'Leary.
Is that the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music? Doodle-doo.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
I knew this one, but false. The correct answer is Maywin Suckit.
Fuck.
Because I think
Suck it.
I'm gonna Google this and see how it's pronounced. How to pronounce? Okay, 40. You don't need 46 seconds to pronounce this. We are looking at how to pronounce. Get to the point.
It's just going insane.
Who is known nowadays as Saint Patrick? I'm like, you didn't even say that. Like in fucking Maywin Sukkot. I don't trust that
Are
because
you sure?
I don't know.
I don't know about this one.
Anyway, question number 2. You're 0 for 1 right now.
Okay,
On what
good.
date do millions of people around the world celebrate St. Patrick's Day? March 17th. Okay, you've got that one immediately.
Yeah.
Correct. Tradition holds that St. Patrick died on this day, which is celebrated the world over. Imagine if you died and the whole world are like, yeah, let's go drinking.
Let's celebrate.
That's unreal. What symbol is often associated with Ireland's patron saint? A bowron, a castle, a cladder ring, or a shamrock?
Shamrock.
Correct. The shamrock is Ireland's national emblem due to the legend that St. Patrick used to illustrate the Holy Trinity. That's why he has 3. Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
There's a picture of a guy dressed up as Jesus or St. Patrick holding a lamb with 2 kids. Hold on. I have to send you this picture. Fucking WebP. Hold on, I'll just send you the link.
I hate web peas.
It's like, is that St.
I
Patrick?
love how he's dressed up like Jesus, but the kid in the back looks like he just has a hoodie on. Oh, I guess it's a blanket, but it
looks
does
like a
look
hoodie.
like a...
Where does the home of St. Patrick Festival take place? Belfast, Cork City, Donegal Town, Armagh and Down.
Oh.
I think I know this one, but I could be wrong as well.
Can I hear them one more time?
Belfast, Cork, Donegal, Armagh and Down.
I'm stuck between Donegal and Belfast.
Okay. I can't do 50-50 on this. I'm not Chris Tarrant, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You can't phone a friend because I could be wrong as well, and I'm the one giving the test.
No, I'd just call up Killian. I'd say Killian. Proud Irishman.
What up, homie, bro?
I'm going to say Donegal.
Incorrect. Over the space of 10 days, the festival in Newry, Mourne and Down celebrates the achievements of the patron saint through walks, talks, plays, music, dance and song.
Well, fucked it.
Wasn't even part of my 50-50.
Yeah. I also got it wrong because I thought it was Cork. Where in the world was St. Patrick's Day first celebrated? Oh, sweet Jesus. St. Augustine in Florida. Are you familiar with St. Augustine in Florida?
Yeah, that doesn't sound correct, but it does sound like something that Americans would do.
That's true.
Don't
Dublin,
take
Ireland.
something from someone else. We love doing that.
You guys do celebrate it harder than we do. Like Chicago dyes their whole river green and St. Augustine, Florida, Dublin, Ireland, Glasgow, Scotland, or Liverpool, England.
See, the obvious answer to me would be Dublin, but I'm like,
Okay, think
Where
about
was it
his
first?
original name, Maywin Suckit.
what were the things again?
Florida, Ireland, Scotland, England. Let's put it that way.
Let's go Scotland. Locking in Scotland.
You are incorrect.
Was it St. Augustine, Florida?
It is. What? I thought it was going to be Liverpool. The early celebration of St. Patrick's Day is said to have taken place in St. Augustine, Florida in 1601. Interestingly, the first parade in Ireland didn't occur until 1903. You guys weren't even a country then.
I know.
1601.
What the fuck?
It's fucking.
I was
like a
thinking in
million
my head. I
years.
was like, Florida didn't even fucking exist. What do you mean?
Yeah. What do you mean St. Augustine, Florida? Was it even Florida
know that-
before 1776?
No, Florida didn't actually exist until Disney put Disney there.
Yep.
Yeah, they should be allowed to do whatever they want there.
I guess so.
We all know the colour green is synonymous with St. Patrick's Day, but what other colour has been associated with the saint? Oh, this is a good one. Red, blue, pink, or yellow?
Red, blue, pink, or yellow. See, none of those were my original thought. My original thought was orange.
Ooh, that would have been a good one. Because it's in the flag.
Red, blue, pink, or yellow. I'm gonna say blue.
You are correct.
Yes!
Blue used to be the colour for Ireland. Before green became the colour of choice, blue was associated with St. Patrick. The significance of blue dates back to early Irish mythology, and the earliest depictions of the patron saint show him wearing St. Patrick's blue as it became known.
The only reason that I thought of that was because I was just in Florida for my cousin's wedding, and my uncle has a shamrock tattoo, and it has a bunch of blue in it. And so I was like, I feel like that wasn't just him being like, put blue in there.
Yeah, the colour's known as azure blue. The colour's blue association with St. Patrick dates to the 1780s. And then I can't remember.
Like the colour of your eyes.
Sure, Jesus, don't I know? I'm fucking being blasted out by Wikipedia right now. I think it was changed after associations with England. Bastards, they can't even have the colour blue anymore because of them. According to legend, what did St. Patrick banish from Ireland? Snakes, the sport of hurling, tin whistles, or whiskey?
Snakes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, got them all out.
I think when I was younger, I was like, yeah, he actually got rid of snakes, and that's why we have none. He was awesome. But I think it was that he got rid of like Protestants, and because Ireland was so Catholic. But it was some religious thing anyway. The fable goes that St. Patrick banished all snakes from the island of Ireland to the sea after they began attacking him during a 40-day fast. He was so pissed off from hunger. He was like, "These fucking snakes! Bastards!" It's like, I want to eat them, but I'll just get rid of them instead.
Would you eat a snake?
I have never, but I'd try it.
I would try it if it had a little, little bit of spice on it.
It's like it's white meat, so people say it just tastes like chicken.
Yeah, it probably would.
What's the weirdest meat you've eaten?
I have eaten
including
alligator.
Like fish.
Alligator.
What does alligator taste like?
Alligator kind of tastes like chicken a little bit.
See, for me, it would come down to texture more than anything.
I've had... These aren't that weird though, because I've had like escargot, snail. I've had frog's legs.
I think they'd be pretty weird for the main casual diet of people.
Now here's a question: would you have a horse? Would you eat a horse?
Oh yeah. I mean, we all go around saying like, "I'm so hungry, I'd eat a horse." Like, I'm a man of my word. I'd fucking stand behind that. I'd stand behind that horse and take a bite out of him while he's running down the track.
Don't they eat horse in Belgium a bunch? I think they do.
Yeah, I think there's tons of places where horse meat is just regular.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably good.
What's the weirdest meat you've eaten?
Sheep's heart.
Whoa. Was it good?
No, I gagged when I ate it, but I'm very weird.
Did you have
when
to rip it out? Sheep's
fucking ate it like an apple.
Hell yeah.
My mother came back from the butcher one time with it and she cooked it up. And I was like, part of me was like, because I used to eat liver when I was younger and I liked liver. These days I think I would gag if I ate it because, I don't know, I'm weird with meats now. I've that like ADHD, like autism trait with meat where I'm like, texture and like smells and stuff are so big for me.
Yeah.
And then if I know what it is, I start getting freaked out. I eat like blood pudding a lot and I love that. So that's not that weird to me. But the sheep's heart, I like bit into it and I was like, nope, texture and taste. And like, it probably just tasted like beef, honestly, or like mutton.
I feel like it would, if I'm imagining eating a sheep's heart, but it's cooked, it feels more mushy.
Yeah, it wasn't like a filet mignon. It was like a really like sloppy one. I don't know how else, like a really floppy filet mignon.
like a gusher eating a gusher.
Oh. I also did eat sheep's brain at one point, but that was for Scare PewDiePie that will never come out. And I put it in my mouth and I didn't swallow it because I got freaked out by it. And then Felix came in and ate it himself. It was supposed to be like my punishment to eat it, but it had been left out and it was freezing cold. And it was just sitting on a plate in the middle of the open air. And I was like, I don't want to eat this. And I got it near my mouth and I went,
For how long?
like a good hour.
How? An hour?
Yeah.
It wasn't raw, right?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to leave raw meat out in the open for that long.
Maybe it was cooked and then it just got really cold. I don't know. But I mean, I got like a little bit of it in my mouth. It's like what you imagine it would be like. It was fucking awful. Yeah. And then Felix was like, oh shit, we don't have like good footage. Because I was like, I want to do it for the bit. I want to do it for the show. I want to do something good. And then it was like, you giving me ranch. I couldn't even drink ranch for a video for Brain Leak. And then I put it to my mouth and I was like, I was like, I can't do it. And then Felix came in and ate a bunch of it to be like, yay, we have content.
Yeah. I would try it for a thing.
For $1.
I'd do it for $1 or something, but I don't know if I'd enjoy it.
You know what? If there was a point where somebody was like, we acquired this and it's perfectly fine to do it. Like if they had human meat to be like, you can try it. Like we didn't kill anybody to get it. There's like a part of me that's like, because you can't get human meat ethically, I don't think. But if all of that surrounding it was like let's say, because I watched Society of the Snow, that movie, and I was so like, good. If I was in that position, I think I would eat it. Yeah,
I think for anyone, honestly, to be like, oh, if I was in that position, I wouldn't do it. I think that you have to be in that position. Because it's just like, okay, this is the only way for me to survive? And I think most people would be like, okay, I have to eat this or I'm going to die.
Yeah, I've never been that hungry. I've gone without food for like 6 hours and been starving and then got really pissed off and annoyed and like looked at BB weirdly to be like, how would you taste like? So I would eat.
Can you imagine?
I would eat Greg if...
that whole plane of starving people, they must have been so pissed off. Like, everyone must have been just so bitchy. God.
So for like the first 2 days at least, being like, could you please stop snoring?
Can you please stop shitting in the fuselage?
Yeah, I will eat you. And then some other guy was like, hold on a minute. Wait. Anyway, yeah, I'm not saying I'm a cannibal. The thought of even like hurting somebody else, I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, all right, Army Hammer.
This is like
what even was the question that led to this?
Weirdest meat. I don't know why. I got all hot and bothered now. I had to take my socks off.
But what was the question on the quiz?
I don't. Where were St. Patrick's remains? Snakes.
Oh, yes.
We got the snake meat. Look, I don't want to eat people. Yeah. I'm just saying that if somebody was like, here, you can try it. Like, part of me is curious what it would taste like, but not to the point where I actually want to eat a person.
There's an inherent curiosity. I think everyone would be curious. Doesn't mean that you're going to necessarily enjoy it. But
it's like driving down the road and being like, what if I like drove off the bridge or into a car or something? It's like that weird like monkey brain in you that's like, what if?
What if I did that?
But I'm not going to text somebody and be like, hey, I'm not going to be another YouTuber that talks about biting someone all the time. I'm not going to be like Army Hammer that wants to just nosh on someone's fucking toes and chop off their leg and be like, what if I kept a piece of you in a bag with me?
Do you think... No, never mind. I was going to ask you what you think Army Hammer's favorite body part would be.
The Army Hammer.
Oh, dude.
Anyway, where are the remains of St. Patrick said to be located? All right, are you back in the zone? This is the last question. Yes. Why did I go off on such a fucking tangent? Oh, no. Okay, his remains are located in Cavan Cathedral, Christchurch Cathedral, Dublin, Down Cathedral, Downpatrick, or St. Anne's Cathedral, Belfast.
Can you name them again? Just like the location.
Cavan, Dublin, Downpatrick, or Belfast.
I'm gonna be risky and I'm gonna say Dublin.
That is incorrect.
Fuck.
Down Cathedral is the reputed burial place of St. Patrick, who is thought to have died in 461. Magnificent stained glass windows, box pews, and a beautiful organ case give this stunning building a sense of opulence.
Oh man.
You got half. You got 4 out of 8.
Fuck.
It says not bad. The look of the Irish is on your side. I don't think it is.
I don't know if it is. Okay, well now it's your turn. So I didn't do nearly as well as I thought.
That's okay. You're not Irish. You didn't grow up here hearing about this stuff, so it's more shameful that I got more of them wrong.
Okay. We're going to proprofessors.com.
Pro professors, okay. Because I'm curious now what Evelyn's doing, like a Wordle thing where they have like themed like Easter and Valentine's Day, and they have a St. Patrick's one. And there's some stuff in it like pinching you when you don't have green on. And I'm like, I think that's an American thing.
I think that's an American thing, yeah.
I don't think we do that. We just
right,
we just bait you. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Shamrocks, Tipperary, Lumcloon, top of the morning. Right, I'm ready.
This one has 11 questions.
Oh, Lord. More chance to get things wrong.
What do you think? What do you think you're going to score on this?
I'm hoping for at least a 7. If I don't get more than 7, people are allowed to revoke my Irish license.
All right. What did St. Patrick use as one of his teaching methods to explain the Holy Trinity to the Irish people? 4-leaf clover?
A cane.
The Bible? The shamrock? The Matrix?
The Matrix!
Or the shamrock spelled SHAMRAWK?
Shamrock.
Shamrock.
That's his fucking his band. He pulls out his cane and he just has a fucking 6-string on it. I'd say the shamrock, because we had that in the last quiz talking about the Holy Trinity and that it became his symbol.
The shamrock.
The real one, not the fake Irish pub in Arkansas.
There you go. Correct. Next.
Okay.
Originally, what color was associated with St. Patrick?
Blue.
Blue, gold, yellow. Okay. Well, just stealing my answer.
Well, I would have got that anyway.
Yeah, sure.
I would have got it anyway. I'm really cool.
Man, what animal did St. Patrick's famously banish
Sheep.
from Ireland? Snakes, bears, spiders.
Snakes.
Hold on. Wait for it. Okay. What ratio of shamrocks actually
You were going to say
have...
what race was St. Patrick? I was like, I don't want to get in trouble.
What ratio of shamrocks actually have the lucky 4th leaf?
Oh.
1 in a million, 1 in 100,000, 1 in 1,000, or 1 in 10,000, or none of the above.
I want to say none of the above because I used to find 4-leaf clovers all the time in my backyard. I think they're pretty common.
Sorry. 1 in 10,000.
Shit! I was going to say that because I was going for the lowest answer, but then none of the above was there. And I was like, it's probably 1 in 100.
The most number of leaves on a shamrock of record is 48, 51, 56, 62, or none of the above.
The second last one, the one closest to 60.
62?
No, what was the one right below that?
56?
Let's go 48.
48. Submit my answer. Oh, it was 56.
Oh, I had it right and I didn't think about my instincts. Oh, can we just chalk that one down to me being right? Oh, guys.
All right, where was St. Patrick born? Ireland, Wales, Greenland, Scotland, Britain.
Wales. Wait, isn't Wales part of Britain?
I don't know. Maybe. Is that your
I
final
always get
answer?
confused the difference between Great Britain and United Kingdom. And I'm like, aren't they the same thing?
Are they not the same thing?
Yeah. This is the thing that makes me get confused. United Kingdom. I can't spell. United Kingdom, popularly abbreviated as UK, is a sovereign nation. It consists of the countries England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Great Britain is a large island on which most of England... Oh, okay. So Great Britain is the landmass. Oh. And the UK includes Northern Ireland. But still, Wales is still Britain.
Yeah.
Because I talked to Connor about that a lot, and he's like, yeah, I'm British.
So, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Britain, or Greenland?
Wales.
Correct.
Because his name was Maewyn Suckett.
In what country other than Ireland is St. Patrick's Day considered being an official holiday? Australia, New Zealand, Montserrat, Belgium, or none of the above? Australia, New Zealand, Belgium, Montserrat, or none of the above?
I would say Australia, maybe. I was going to say America because you guys celebrate the shit out of that.
I don't know.
Let's just say Australia. I don't know.
Incorrect. It was Montserrat.
Montserrat? Where is that?
I have no idea. Because it is the only country listed above that officially recognizes St. Patrick's Day as a public holiday. In Montserrat, St. Patrick's Day is celebrated as a national holiday due to its historical and cultural ties to Ireland. I don't know where that is.
I don't either. It is a Caribbean island. Montserrat is a British overseas territory in the Caribbean.
Oh.
You learn something new every day.
You sure do. This is
Sean,
awful.
what's a leprechaun? A little fairy person? A famous Irish cocktail? An expression for the Irish Prime Minister? Or a troll?
The first one? A fairy?
A little fairy person?
Is it a troll? It's not. Trolls are like Scandinavian, aren't they?
Are you locking in a little fairy person?
Sure.
Correct!
Woo!
All right. The U.S. River is dyed green each year for St. Patrick's Day.
The Mississippi River? The Colorado River? The Hudson River? The Penn Oriel River? Or the Chicago River?
Chicago. Wait. Where's the Hudson River? Is that New York? Is the Hudson River Manhattan? Chicago River.
Hudson is in New York. Chicago River is correct.
Oh, wow.
According to common data knowledge, what country does St. Patrick's Day originate from? Africa, Australia, Scotland, Ireland?
I wonder. Ireland.
Correct.
Oh, wow. If that was wrong,
This is not the hardest quiz. Present day, what color is associated with St. Patrick's Day?
Green.
Rainbow, pastel, pine, green. Yeah. You got 73 out of 100.
Oh, thank God. I was getting very insecure taking those answers because I'm like, first of all, a lot of those don't have nothing got to do with Ireland.
Hardest St. Patrick's Day test for Irish people.
It's all in Gaelic, and I'm like, oh.
Isn't this? Oh, this is better. This is so much better. And it just gives me the answers right away instead of having to click on a bunch of stuff. Do you want to speed run this thing from the Today Show?
Yeah. I love speedrunning.
Right. Starting off easy, and it's not multiple choice, which is going to make it even harder. Because I think that that's a cop-out for you. What is that?
It's the part of my keyboard to keep my wrists nice.
Keep my wrists nice.
It's something to lean on, you know?
All right, what is the tagline for the breakfast cereal Lucky Charms?
This is a multiple choice? Oh, fuck.
Nope.
I didn't realize it had a slogan. Top of the morning.
Incorrect. They're magically delicious.
Oh, of course. But they're not.
What? God, this is so much better. What other name is St. Patrick's Day known as?
Paddy's Day.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah. Lá Féile Pádraig.
The Feast of St. Patrick.
The feast. Do people fucking eat them?
What Irish phrase means Ireland forever?
Éireann go bragh.
Correct.
Woo!
What are the three colors?
What are the three colors of the Irish flag?
Purple, indigo, violet. Green, white, and gold.
Green, white, and gold?
Or green, white, and orange.
Yeah, orange. What three pieces of equipment are necessary to play the Irish sport of hurling?
Sex swing. Roller skates. And a tuba.
I don't even know what hurling is.
A hurl like hurling boots and a sliotar.
So the last one you said is correct. A helmet and a hurley.
Hurl, yeah.
Stick.
Yeah, sure. Technically, you don't need a helmet. There's loads of lads that play without helmets. Well, maybe not today. I don't know. I haven't much hurling in a while. Maybe it's mandatory to. It's the fastest ball sport in the world. Look it up. Google it.
Hurling.
Show some footage of hurling. I remember one year, Offaly won the All-Ireland final for hurling or football. I can't remember. And I was at it. And oh, holy Jesus, was it a good time.
Tipperary versus Limerick.
Oh, Tipperary, a good team. Tipperary, Kilkenny. On the boys.
Whoa. It's like, it looks almost like a mixture of like field hockey and...
I'd say the closest you guys have to it is lacrosse.
Yeah. I don't understand how this sport works. Yeah, it is very lacrosse-esque.
It's pretty straightforward. You get the ball, you can run with it on your hurl, or you can run with it in your hand, but you have to like in any sport, you have to like dribble it.
Yeah.
Hurling, fastest ball sport in the world, and it's unreal.
Sean, you're going to love this question.
Ooh.
What's the oldest pub in Ireland?
Sean's Bar, 900 AD. Let's go.
Woo! Do you know where it is?
Athlone.
This
Westmeath.
is something else. Yes. What? I don't know if this is really Irish. What's the symbol for gold on the periodic table of elements?
AU.
Yes. Okay. What was the Viking name for Ireland's capital city of Dublin?
Ballyahaloon.
That's not what they have here.
Oh, that's just the Irish name for it. I don't know what.
Dyflin?
Dublin.
Later turned to Dublin?
Wait,
Dyflin?
Oh, Ballyahaloon. Ballyahaloon is Athlone again. I was like, wait, that doesn't sound right. Ballyahaloon is Dublin in Irish, but Dublin, probably. The fucking Viking bastards, I say as my name derives from them.
According to folklore, what is a leprechaun's occupation?
Gold hoarder.
We should have started with this one. This is so much harder for you because, I'm one of the guys.
That is true. This is like folklore. I didn't know leprechauns had, I'd say like accountant or a bank teller.
I'm trying to think if I could.
Because they have pots of gold at the end of rainbows, but I don't know. I actually don't know the lore of leprechauns.
They are shoemakers.
They do
cobblers.
They do have little tiny boots on all the time, kicking their feet in the air. Did you know that that's what a leprechaun was?
No. I mean, most of these I have no idea.
Okay.
Irish musician Gilbert O'Sullivan hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1972 with what song?
Galway Girl.
Alone Again, naturally.
The Irish motto. Will I ever love? No, you'll end up alone again, naturally.
Naturally.
Let's
Which Irish actor?
wait, hold on. I want to hear it.
Oh, you want to hear Alone Again, naturally?
We can't play it on the episode, but I want to know if I know it. I have no idea what that song is. My parents probably would.
According to Wallathub.
That's not Irish.
Oh, maybe it's Wallet Hub. Whoops.
It's not a place.
It's
Yeah. Okay. This is like a different website. Wallet Hub. Okay.
I like Wallathub though. That's like Superb Owl.
Wallet Hub. How many pints of Guinness are consumed on St. Patrick's Day?
Oh Christ! This is bullshit to not have a multiple choice. We can both answer this one, unless you just saw the answer.
Well, I saw it.
I can give you multiple choice if you want.
Yeah, why
I can
not?
just make up some numbers.
500,000, 1 million, 13 million, 48 million.
I'm gonna say 13 million.
13 million is correct.
I think I sussed that one out because of the way you were acting. I could see the ones you were making up, and then it was like 13 million.
13. Yeah.
13 million pints of Guinness. Probably even more now because they have 0% alcohol versions.
This one you're not going to get correct because it has to do with inflation.
Seamus.
What is the estimated market value of a leprechaun's pot of gold, which contains 1,000 gold coins?
Oh my God. 1,000 gold coins. How much is a gold coin? I actually don't know the price of gold for anything.
Neither do I.
Let's say $450,000 or pounds or euros or
1.92 million US dollars.
wow, good for him.
Loaded.
How the fuck does he carry that thing around? Gold's not light.
I know.
Consolidate them. Why do you have 1,000 gold coins when you could just have like 10 massive ingots?
Well, but what if he wants to go to the pub?
I guess he has to tip his waitress.
He's not just gonna. How are they gonna give him change for that?
And then he's like, sure, take this, love. Bing! Like, flicks it to her.
Wait, so if it's. I want to know. How much is one gold coin worth? One gold coin.
It's like 1,200, isn't it?
Is
or 120? Do the math. I can't.
2,100.
Well, that is not at all. If he has 1,000 gold coins and it's worth 2,100 each, that doesn't come out at 1.2.
Well, but 1.9.
Oh.
So, I don't know. And, I don't know when this article came out.
Yeah, the fucking inflation is killing the leprechauns.
What is the average number of drinks consumed per person on St. Patrick's Day?
6.
4.2.
Oh, you fucking weaklings. It's like some of these soft bastards are like bringing the numbers down.
Maybe I'll go out and get me a Guinness on St. Paddy's Day.
Oh, I want to try not just Guinness from a pub, but I want to try their Nitro Surge. Have you ever seen the ones that go on top of the can? And you like add, because Guinness is like extra foamy because it has extra nitrogen in it. So it's like you pour
Nitrous.
it out. I also want to get one of those ones that you like install in your house that's like, you get the can and then you put it in and it like pops it and then pours it for you and it does it perfectly.
Do you like Guinness?
Love it.
Oh.
I hated it until I was like, I kept trying to drink it from when I was like 18 up to like 26 and I was like, it's disgusting every time I drink it. And then from like 28 onwards, that's when I loved it. Actually like 26. So like red wine, Guinness, everything started to taste good.
I love red wine.
Yeah.
Love red wine. It's great.
It's delicious.
Great. I went to a wine tasting recently. It was fine. It was like kind of whatever wine tasting. Cuz it wasn't at like a vineyard or something. But the man said something to me that I was like, "Oh, that's why." Because I got worried because the last time I drank red wine, my face got really red. And I was like, "No, am I allergic to red wine or something?" And then he was like, have you ever drank wine and you get really red? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, that's because you're not drinking enough water. And then he said a bunch of sciencey stuff, but wine...
Hemoglobin.
Yeah, something like that.
Metastasizing.
Cell. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Inflation.
My wine has metastasized inside of me.
He said that you have to drink water with every glass of wine. You should drink, like a little glass of water.
Look, I'm trying to get fucked up.
I know. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's the same with that video of the guy. Have you ever seen the guy drinking whiskey? And he's like, you put your nose to it. Hello. How are you? Yeah. Good to see you. And he like puts a drop of water in it to kind of like cut the alcohol content down a bit. So instead of like drinking it and having that like burning like fire feeling, it goes down nice and smooth. And I tried it and I was like, that's delicious.
How much water?
A very small amount. But just enough to like cut the harsh alcohol out of it. I don't know.
never tried that.
A lot of alcohol experts probably looked at that video and were like, this guy's a fucking idiot. He put his fingers in the water when he picked up the glass to be like, you don't want cold water going in. It should be room temperature. And then he was like, you put the whiskey in, you swirl it around, and then you throw it out. And then you put more whiskey in because he's like, you don't want like dust or like the flavor of the glass or whatever was in the glass before to be contaminating it. And I'm like, dude, you're throwing out whiskey.
Why wouldn't you just do that with water?
Yeah, if you're putting room temperature water into it, why can't you just rinse out the glass with it and throw that out?
Yeah, instead of throwing out the whiskey.
Yeah, I feel like he's a hack. It's like the guy tasting ice cream.
I was about to say the same thing.
Vanilla.
I love that guy. I saw a good meme where it's just like, I'm a professional ice cream taster. Ice cream.
Cookie dough. Rocky Road.
It's so good.
Anyway.
Do you think that does anything?
It aerates it. I did try it once with just like base ass vanilla ice cream, and I was like, I am tasting it more. But it could
The
be
wine tasting man had me do a thing, and I was like, I feel really dumb doing this. He was like, drink the wine with your mouth open, like swallow it with your mouth open, and go like,
yeah,
and like do that, and it gets all the air in, and it did taste. There was a little zing to it.
yeah. I think my brother told me to do that because he lives in Paris and he did wine tastings before, and he told me to do it, and I was like, wow. You do that sound anyway.
I do. I don't know when it started. I don't know. All right, let me give you 5 more questions for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
What hearty Irish meal consists of red meat, carrots, onions, and potatoes?
Oh, Irish stew.
Is there broth and stuff?
Yeah.
There's just... Oh.
It's not just that. There's water as well.
Well, like, when I came over to the UK last, I was so confused when we went and got our big roasts. And it was the Yorkshire pudding. And I was like, this is not pudding.
It's just dough.
Yeah, it's just like bread.
Yeah, I don't know why it's called that.
I have no idea. No clue. All right, St. Patrick was known... What? Oh,
As
this is...
Big Dick McGee.
Okay, hold on. I don't want to do that one.
Okay.
Located in Northern Ireland, what popular TV show used a beech tree lined walkway known as the Dark Hedges as the road to King's Landing?
Am I trying to look for a fictional Game of Thrones town, or am I thinking of the actual town?
Are you located? Hold on.
You started talking about Northern Ireland and then King's Landing, and I was like, I know it was filmed there, but I can't remember what the question is.
Located in Northern Ireland, what popular TV show used a beech tree lined walkway known as
Game of
the
Thrones.
Dark Hedge? Yeah.
King's Landing.
I was also confused when I was reading the question.
But I got it. In the end, I did it.
Now, you might not feel very Irish, Sean, but, many other people probably feel less Irish than you. Because as of
non-Irish people.
As of 2019, what percentage of U.S. residents claim to have Irish ancestry?
98%. It's probably closer to like 60.
No, it's way less, actually. It's 9.2%. But that's 30 million people.
I forget how big America is. Every time I go to America, people always say they're Irish. They have some heritage there. I'm like, man, we're like the fucking Genghis Khan of Europe. We just spread our seed all across that land.
My last name is Irish, isn't it? Nestor?
Fuck if I know. We looked it up before.
I don't know. My family loves to drink, so,
And we all...
There's that.
My family loves to hit the bottle and then each other.
Yeah. Sure do.
Oh, I know it well.
Well, you definitely did way better than I did on the...
I feel horrible
Irish
taking Irish stuff because I feel so stupid about Irish things now. And I'm like, it's not that I've been disconnected from Ireland for so long that I've forgotten. These are things I've never known. I didn't learn any of this growing up.
You should go on some sort of Irish vision quest. You should go back to your homeland. You should have to go and survive in the Irish wilderness alone.
Oh,
with nothing but a compass. No. No, not a compass. Let the night sky guide you.
The Schlief Blue Mountains. I was like fucking lost, tired, afraid.
If you had to go and survive in the Irish wilderness, and you could only bring three things, but it's very Irish things to survive, what would you bring?
A pint of Guinness, because somebody somewhere would smell it and come running and help. A hurl to beat the lads away. You know,
that's the only thing that you have to worry about. You don't have to worry about any animals.
And what else? Just a book of Father Ted quotes.
Nice.
I wouldn't need it because I know them off the top of my head, but just in case somebody else didn't know them. That's it.
Just lull yourself to sleep.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Is Andrew Scott Irish?
No. I mean, I don't. Wait. Oh, yeah. I was thinking of Adam Scott.
Andrew Scott's Irish, right?
Is Adam Scott the guy from Severance?
Adam Scott.
that
I
his
haven't
name?
seen Severance. Adam Scott is
Parks and Rec?
Parks and Rec. Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking of him. No, Andrew
Madam
Scott.
Webb.
Andrew Scott is Irish. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like him a lot.
He's from Dublin.
Dob.
Actually, yeah, I forgot about him. He would be one of my favorite Irish actors as well. But he's in a lot of weirder stuff that I don't really like. Isn't he Moriarty in Sherlock?
Maybe. I think so. I didn't watch Sherlock, though.
Moriarty's the most Irish sounding thing. Moriarty! It's probably not even Irish. I don't know. I'm all hot and anxious now because of my Irishness. I can feel it like leaving my body.
Again, everybody in the comments, just let Sean know that he's doing
At least-
okay. Do you
I
want
look
me
like
to sing you
Jesus.
some sort of Irish lullaby?
Yeah, give me a rebel song.
I'll pull one up for you. Irish lullaby.
Go to sleep, you fucking idiot, or I'll beat you in the face.
Tooraloo-ra,
Ra-loo-ra.
tooraloo-ra-lee. Tooraloo-ra-loo-ra. Hush now, don't. This goes on for a long
Toora,
time.
toora, loora.
Is that how it goes?
Toora-loora-la. Yeah.
And then it goes tooraloo-ra-loo-ra-loo-ra. That's an Irish lullaby. Over in Killarney many years ago, my mother sang a song to me in tones so soft and low. Just a simple little ditty in her good old Irish way, and I'd give the world if I could hear the song of hers today. Toora-loora. Yeah.
I do actually know that song. It was in an episode of The Simpsons one time.
Oh.
Tora, lora, lora. Thank you. That made me feel connected to the good old Emerald Isle.
Did it warm your heart?
Yeah, my heart's actually split into 3 pieces like a shamrock. My doctor says I have 4 years to live.
Unless you can find them all, like what are they
Pokemon,
called in Harry Potter?
the Horcruxes.
Yeah, Horcruxes. You have to go and
Pokemon.
destroy the former versions of yourself.
I want to see
Truly avoid yourself.
a Harry Potter parody of that, where it's like the Pokemon song, but they're going to find Horcruxes.
Somebody's got to do that, right? Someone had to have done that.
Yeah, I mean, if I thought of it, somebody's done it.
Just like Rule 34.
I don't like thinking about Rule 34 in Pokemon. A lot of it is bestiality. A lot of it is underage. I don't think people realize, like, sure, Ash Ketchum has been 10 years old for 1,000,000 years, so he should be like 40, but he's still 10.
Someone did the math the other day, not for Ash Ketchum, but for Elmo, because Elmo turned 3.5, apparently.
What is it, a fucking a leap year?
So they did the math. I think it was 1 year for Muppets equates to 72 years or something in the human life.
What?
Yeah. Kermit's been around for ages.
these Muppets are like turtles or sharks. It's like, so you're telling me Elmo's like 300 years old?
Well, in Muppet years, he's 3.5 years old.
Muppet years are like Monopoly money. They're not going to check out.
How old is Elmo in human years? It's all just saying that he's 3.5 years old. He's like 40 something.
40?
42 or something. I don't know. Who knows? But Kermit is 12 years. In like 1970, said that Kermit was 12 years old, which would have meant that he was born in like the 1700s or something.
Oh my God. Kermit's like a fucking cryptid.
Kermit was probably there on the first St. Patrick's Day in Florida.
That's true. Kermit was probably there when JFK got shot.
Oh my God.
If you look at the grassy knoll, he blends right in.
Yeah.
There's a picture of Kermit, and you look back through history, and Kermit's in every picture. He's like at the moon landing, just in the background with a thumbs up. He's like Slender Man. You look back like old timey pictures, and Kermit's just like in the corner.
Do you think JFK and Kermit have a photo together?
I hope so. That's what the K in JFK stands for. JF Kermit.
JF Kermit.
Wait, what does the F stand for? Franklin?
Fitzgerald.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. I know that because I have the Wikipedia pulled up. I didn't know that off the top of my head.
I should have known that because that's the part of him that's Irish.
Mm-hmm. Your last Irish question.
When was JFK on the moon? 1969.
What do you say? We're not going to go to the moon because it's hard. We're not going to go to the moon because it's easy. We're going to go to the moon because it's hard or something. He said something like that.
Yeah, and they said, one small step for man. And then Buzz Aldrin was like, let me say it.
I'm the one on the fucking moon, dude.
Lance Armstrong, when he went up to the moon on his bike.
Yes. He was all the way up there.
He was doping so hard that he got to the moon. He was like, guess I'll turn around and go back.
Oh, that'd be so cool. Take a bike on the moon. Can you imagine the tricks you could do up there?
How long would it take you to walk to the moon?
Like an hour and a half. Something like that.
Like, how long would it take you to walk around the Earth?
So the moon, it would take 76,880 hours or 3,200 days or 9 years to walk to the moon.
9 years? I could give over 9 years of my life to walk to the moon. Well, you're really giving over 18. Unless you get, it's like when you're like, we'll walk into town, but we'll Uber back. Like, am I allowed to walk there and then NASA pick me up and bring me home?
I think that you can get an Uber back, yeah.
I think I'd rather Uber there and walk back. Because I think if you're walking to the moon, there's not a whole lot to look at. At least if you're walking to Earth, you can like see stuff. It rotates. You see satellites and like it's just a big blue ball is nicer to look at than a big dusty gray one.
Would you go to space?
Absolutely, 100% no.
No?
A lot of people say they would, but I am petrified of heights to the point that I couldn't even do the spacewalk thing in VR without shitting myself. The amount of training, the amount of nausea and vomiting, and that's too much.
I want to go in a jet plane, baby. I love the thrill, right? And I want to see my face just. I don't know if I would go to space either, though. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, people were like, I'd go to Mars if they asked me. Like, would you?
No.
Would you? The fact that you're saying that you would go to Mars if they asked you means that you're so full of yourself that you would die without everyone paying attention to you.
It's what are you gonna do on Mars? I think originally you'd have the thought of like, oh, I'd go to Mars. What are you gonna do there? They don't even have like anything to eat. They don't have Taco Bell there. They don't have.
It's like celebrities saying that shit, right? Where they're like, I would go. I'm cool enough to do that. It's like, yeah, but I think you're only saying that because you want the attention out of it. And then when you get there, you realize, fuck, I'm on Mars and no one cares.
And there's no one here. And it also takes forever to get here. It's going to take forever to get back.
I don't think you are getting back. No? I think any of the people who are talking about going to Mars are just going there. And that's it.
I don't want to do that. After the first like 2 days, I'd be like, okay, guys, what are we doing?
Guys, I read my book.
Yeah.
I
And
got
you
through,
probably can't even bring that much stuff.
I got through every season of The Office already. Like, I'm bored.
Can you even? Is there internet?
You must
So
be allowed
Wi-Fi on
bring.
the-
You must be allowed to bring like pre-downloaded shit.
Oh, pre-downloaded stuff for sure. Yeah.
Bring it on like a Zune. Those things are small. iPod Shuffle.
Zune. Nice
Yeah.
little throwback.
And then you get there and it's like, guys, what are we doing? We're on
What are we
Mars.
doing here?
We're not allowed to repopulate because eventually it's incest very quickly.
So fast, it's incest.
Here's a question for all the science brains out there. How many people do you need to go colonize Mars for it to not be incestually fucked up? Where things get like inbred and you start getting mutations and diseases from inbreeding? Are we talking about like you need 100 people or are you talking about 1,000 people
I think more.
before cross-pollination starts happening? Ethan, give me the answer.
I don't know. How many people do you need before it's incest?
80 people. While avoiding genetic issues related to inbreeding is 80 people.
Oh, that's less than I thought it would be.
Yeah. That's like a small committee.
Yeah.
You have to like really make sure though, because that's like the minimum amount, right? But somebody has to be taking stock of that, because if you do it,
Yeah,
if you,
somebody's gotta keep track.
if you go off by a little bit, like you're all fucked. What if humans were actually supposed to be way more evolved and unique and special than we are now? What if we were supposed to have wings, but somewhere along the line, and come back to Genghis Khan again, shout out, he just went down the line and just started fucking everything up. He was like, now half the planet's related to one another, so no wings for you. And your tails are going to fall off.
I think that probably happened. I mean, there's so much incest in the
Yeah.
world in the past.
Maybe don't
Look at
do
the
that.
UK. Yeah, maybe don't. But, you know. Let us know how you feel about incest.
You just see a bunch of comments saying, not good.
Bad.
Not too hot about it. Stinky. Uh-oh, no.
Stinky. Uh-oh, gross. Well,
Anyway, thank you
everyone-
guys for watching, listening, loving.
and listening. Remember, leave your Irish, what are they
Slang,
called?
phrase.
Yeah, but
Compliments.
your compliments to Sean in the most Irish way, but only if you're Irish.
Think
if you're
about
not Irish.
Think about compliments to the chef, but to an Irishman instead.
So here's how we'll divide it. If you're Irish, leave compliments to Sean in a very Irish way. If you're not Irish, leave us your thoughts on incest.
If you're not Irish, then leave. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, thank you all
thank
so
you.
much for watching. See you later.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.
Brain leak.